Finally, it is believed that no less than 5 foreign intelligence agencies successfully hacked into Clinton's illegal and secure server, which contained classified information, creating an ongoing security threat to the United States. Hillary Clinton has engaged in a massive, far-reaching criminal conduct and equally far-reaching cover-up. She created an illegal email server to shield and guard her activity.
All right, there you have it. Donald Trump blasting Clinton over reports that her private server was indeed hacked by foreign intelligence services. Now, here's what Ambassador John Bolton had to say about that just a moment ago. Roll it.
It's not just the classified emails. Any information you get about a Secretary of State, a Secretary of Defense, added together, pieced together, piece by piece over time, tells you an enormous amount about those people, who they deal with, what their patterns of behavior are. So all of that email, if I were a foreign intelligence service, classified or not, all of that email is gold to me.
I want to bring in somebody else who knows a thing or two about this. That would be Pete Hegseth. He is the author of In the Arena. Pete, if this were a Republican divulging the secrets of our nation at the very highest level, that person would be in prison. There would be outrage across the board. But here, it's covered up. It's incredible.
No, the double standard is incredible. Imagine if it was, I don't know, Donald Trump, what the media would be doing to him right now, eviscerating him. Or imagine if it was a member of the military, which we've seen from General Cartwright and General Petraeus. They still go after these guys for a tiny, tiny fraction of what she willfully did and betrayed her country in doing so, supposedly for convenience, but actually so she could have a different set of standards and hide her conduct and the conduct of the Clinton Foundation, Benghazi, everything else, so she could stay away from and above the law. And it turns out foreign services want to know what our Secretary of State thinks. And in this instance, they did whatever they could to break an unsecure server in her basement. It tells you everything you need to know.
Wait a second. It's actually worse than that, because some of those emails using that unsecured private server were to and from the President of the United States.
Sure.
So these foreign intelligence services were reading the emails of President Obama. I don't believe we've ever seen anything like that before, ever.
No, of course not, and potentially in real time. The technology that others can use once they've got into devices is to listen and see in real time. Who knows what they heard and what they have, and the kind of leverage that that gives in negotiations or conversations when you know what our hand is and you can anticipate it or get in front of it, or you know our sources and methods, because we know aides to Hillary Clinton also removed markings so that they could send classified, sometimes secret, top secret information to her personal email, which our enemies were potentially reading in real time. That has consequences, including lives and reputation of this great country.
I'm not surprised that a military guy like yourself is fired up, because it's people like you who pay the price for this kind of
That's exactly right.
Extraordinary stuff. There's another issue, and I'm going to bring it to your attention. Border agents are reporting a flood of illegal migrants trying to cross the border from Mexico into America. There's just a few days to go to the election. They're catching 800 to 1,000 people every night. Pete, they're pouring in right before the election, and again, you hear nothing about this in the media.
Of course you don't. They're pouring in for two reasons. One, smugglers are telling them Trump's going to build that wall, so you better get in or now, or you're not going to get in the future, which is a good signaling, even though we should be preventing them. The other reason they're doing it is because smugglers are saying, hey, if you get in now and Hillary Clinton wins, you get amnesty. So get in, get in, get in. That's a dual incentive to get in as fast as you can now. We know these guys are under-resourced, and we know only one candidate believes in actually enforcing that border, and in Donald Trump, and Hillary Clinton wants the borderless world that she talked about in front of the wealthy that she talks to all the time.
What happens if Hillary Clinton wins the election? With all of this background stuff going on, it's chaos, isn't it?
It's chaos, but you know what? I think, why would we believe anything other than that there would be collusion of the elites in Washington amongst Democrats, look at the Podesta emails, to clear the slate for her? Whether it's a pardon, whether it's closing of investigations, whatever it is, they're going to do whatever they can to say, by Inauguration Day, Hillary Clinton gets a clean slate. And that rigged system will re-rig itself yet again, which is what's truly at stake in this election, is whether we're going to drain that swamp of that type of complex of Washington, or whether or not we're going to allow Hillary Clinton to get away with exactly what she's gotten away with.
All right, Pete, calm down. There's a long way to go yet,
I
lad.
I can't, Stuart.
I have the same problem. I just had a shouting match with Juan Williams. I'm sorry, but I can't calm down. But it was fun.
Too much at stake.
You're all right, Hegseth.
Indeed,
I don't care what
thank
they
you.
say. Thank you very much. All right.